बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा, जय गोपी जन वल्लभा, जय गिरिवरधारी, जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन, यमुना वनचारी। जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for devotees. Anybody would like to recite Mangalacharan? Okay, I can recite. Yeah, Mahesh Prabhuji would like to recite?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टस्थापित येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्दे श्रीगुरो श्रीयुत्पदकमलः श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपसङ्घजातः सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं सञ्जीवम् साद्वैत सावधूत परिजन सहित श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य देवो श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वाश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धु एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। थैंक यू प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. We are reading 16. Right, Prabhuji? Anybody would like to read the shloka and lead the class today? Okay, anybody would like to read the shloka?
Hi, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
व्यक्तुमर्हस्य शेषेण दिव्या ह्यात्मविभूतयः याभिर्विभूतिभिर्लोकान् त्वं व्याप्यतिष्ठसि. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Anyone else would like to? Yeah, I'll
I
try.
can try. Yeah.
Yeah, please, Prabhuji.
वक्तुमर्हसि अशेषेण दिव्या दिव्या हि आत्मा विभूतयः याभिर्विभूतिभिर्लोकान् इमां त्वं व्याप्य तिष्ठसि.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can I read, Prabhuji?
Yeah, please, Mataji.
Vaktum arhesi asesena divyahai atma vibhuttaya yabhir vibhuti bur lokhan imam tvam vyapya tistasi. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Dandavat pranam.
You can continue with synonyms and translation, Mataji.
Okay. Prabhuji. Vaktam to say, or Hasi, you deserve, or Asasena in detail, Divya, divine, High, certainly, Atma, your own, Vibhuttaya, opulences, Yabhi, by which, Vibhuti, be, opulences, Lokhan, all the planets, Iman, these, Tvam, you, Vyapya, pervading, this thasi, remain. Translation: please tell me in detail of your divine opulences by which which pervade all these worlds. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Tanda Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you, Mataji. A small purport. Anybody would like to read?
I can read, Prabhuji. Also, reporting our Prana, always Srila Prabhupada, purpose by his divine divine guest, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. In this verse, it appears that Arjuna is already satisfied with his understanding of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. By Krishna's grace, Arjuna has personal experience, intelligence, and knowledge, and whatever else a person may have. And through all these agencies, he has understood Krishna to be the Supreme Personal Godhead. For him, there is no doubt. Yet, he is asking Krishna to explain his all-pervading nature. People in general and the impersonalists in particular concern themselves mainly with the all-pervading nature of the Supreme. So Arjuna is asking Krishna how he exists in his all-pervading aspect through his different agencies. One should know that this is being asked by Arjuna on behalf of the common people. Back to Prabhuji.
Yeah, please explain, Prabhuji.
So Prabhuji, this chapter name is the Opulence of the Absolute. And next chapter is the Universal Form. So, as we know, Arjuna is the eternal associate of Krishna. So devotees have no doubt the Krishna's supremacy. And they are happy to serve Krishna life after life in any other planet, whether it's a hellish planet, in the spiritual planet, in the material planet. They are only desire and ambition to serve Krishna. But who are unfaithful, like we read yesterday, right? Who does not faithless, who are faithless, who are demoniac. For them, Arjuna asking Krishna to explain or show the opulences that as a Bhagavan he has. And these opulences is all pervading through his divine energies. As you know, in the spiritual world, the Yogamaya, Radharani, or in the metal world, by Mahamaya, Durga Shakti. Through energy, he pervades everything. Why Arjuna asking to see that being a devotee on behalf of the common people who cannot take Shamasundar from Krishna as a supreme Bhagavan. To them, anything should be large, it should be big, it should be unthinkable. Then is Bhagavan. But Krishna is our supreme well-wisher. So, as a well-wisher, he's our friend, he's our he's our brother, he's our husband, he's our child. So, and devotees are happy with the interaction with the Krishna in different rashas. But that is very hard to absorb by the common people. For them, was asking Krishna to show his opulences, so that common people can be convinced that he is a supreme person of God. Back to Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Anybody would like to add anything here? Raghu Prabhuji?
Yeah, I can add, like, yeah, yes, beautiful. So yesterday's verse, Arjuna described, all the different qualities of Krishna, how he called him, starting with how he called him Purushottama, uh, the Supreme Person, then Bhuta Bhavana, uh, uh, that is the father of all living entities, Bhutesha, supreme control of everyone, Deva Deva, controller of worshipful control of the demigods, uh, and then the supreme proprietor, Jagatpati, of everyone. So for the devotees, this is a very good uh, description and superlatives of the Lord. So the devotees fully understand all this, and they appreciate it very much. All the different superlatives that Arjuna has used to describe the Lord. But then when it comes to the common man who is constantly in a material mode, he knows that there's a creation and there's something behind that creation. So for them, they have to see physical things to uh, attribute that there is a God. So it is for them, it's a very general thing. And for those people, Arjuna is asking, please tell me, Krishna, how you pervade the whole nature. How is it that everything comes under your control so that the common people can understand how with your different energies you're able to uh, control the whole universe and so on. So that's what I understand from here. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Anyone else would like to add anything?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dhanavad Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Very nice discussion. Prabhuji's already added very important inputs, Prabhuji. So I just would like to add here that here Arjuna is a disciple surrendered completely to Krishna, to his guru, spiritual master. And as he surrendered, and they have a very good relationship with each other, disciple and guru relationship. So Krishna gave him his the intelligence to Arjuna, the knowledge. Through that knowledge, Arjuna realized that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. He understood that. And that's why he has no doubt, because they have a very strong relationship with Arjuna and Krishna, very strong relationship. And because of that relationship, Arjuna able to understand Krishna. That is very important essence purport in this purport Prabhupada is explaining. Can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So that's what the Supreme Arjuna understood the supremacy of the Lord and his all pervading accept and his different energies. Because of that, it's possible. So our devotee should have a guru and should have a very good relationship with guru, and through guru's mercy, our Srila Prabhupada's mercy, Acharya's mercy, the devotee will be able to understand Krishna's glories, Krishna's potency, if we surrender to Guru and understand with a lot of devotion and without doubt. And there is a phrase that what the great person does, the common man follows. So here, Arjuna, whatever Arjuna is asking Krishna, and with his eye, with his vision, what he is realized about Krishna, his opulences, his absolute truth, the common man like me in this world, they will follow through Arjuna how to know Krishna, or like what should be a pure devotee's mood to understand Krishna's opulence and Krishna's supremacy. Back to Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Thank you so much, Mataji, for wonderfully explaining. Yes, ma'am. Anybody else would like to add anything? So as Prabhuji and Mataji wonderfully explained, here Arjuna is requesting to hear about Krishna directly, right? Because Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Of course, Arjuna knows that, but this is basically for us to understand. One should know that here it says one should know that this is being asked by Arjuna on behalf of the common people. Otherwise, why, they are eternal, servants of Lord Krishna. But for us to understand, Arjuna is asking. Because Arjuna is already satisfied, as Baldev Prabhu mentioned. But, for us to understand Krishna, he's asking all these questions. Sometimes, even in a class, the teacher may ask the question to one of her favorite student, even though she knows that that student knows the answer, so that others can hear it again. So in the same way, and also Prabhupada gives in one example that sometimes the mother-in-law directly cannot tell the daughter-in-law. So she tells to her own daughter so that her daughter-in-law can understand. So in that way, Arjuna already understood, but Krishna is, reiterating through Arjuna to all of us. Because Arjuna already achieved Krishna's grace. By Krishna's grace only, he had personal experience. When Arjuna was sleeping, in every breath, in every hair strand, Krishna's name would, be felt. That's what Krishna saw when he was sleeping. When the war was going on, all the Pandavas were sleeping. Then Krishna came and said, he woke them up and said, "Did you know this news? That Duryodhana has acquired 5 arrows from Bhishma Pitama, that he's going to kill all of you tomorrow morning. We need to do something." But Arjuna said, Krishna, please don't disturb us. We had a long day and we have to go back to battlefield tomorrow. I know that, whatever happens, it is by your mercy. Please let us go back to sleep. So he went back to sleep. And we know that how, Krishna, by his, internal potency, he made, of course, Arjuna get those 5 arrows. Right? Because Krishna told, okay, go and ask that 5 arrows, because Arjuna actually, rescued Duryodhana in one of the battles. And at that time, Duryodhana said, whatever you want, you have a boon, ask. And of course, there is one more way also, that Draupadi also went, but again, that's a different story. Yeah, so in that way, there are so many stories like that. With his internal potency, Krishna was able to win over, because he is for his devotees. He is the servant of his devotees. That's why we can see that Arjuna is asking all these questions on our behalf. People in general, Of course, even the impersonalist in particular concerns themselves mainly with all the pervading nature of the Supreme. So as Raghu Prabhu wonderfully mentioned yesterday, Baldev Prabhu explained how Krishna established his realizations of Arjuna as Purushottama. Purushottama is Purush Uttama. He is the Uttama of all Purushas, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the cause of all causes. So Bhagavan is the last stage of understanding of the absolute truth. And common man, or everybody, follows, as Mataji said, anything, even in this material world, some celebrity does something, the common man tries to follow. That's why they say that, the kings, the rulers have to be much more responsible so that, the common man follows. And also Prabhuji explained about Bhuta Bhava. Krishna is the father of all the living entities. And therefore Krishna is addressed as Bhuta Bhava. And Bhutesha, he is the controller of all living entities. And also I think Deva Deva, he is the god of all the gods, demigods. Jagatpati. Jagat means this whole Jagat, this whole universe. And he is the Pati, husband, the Lord of the whole universe. So in that way, we can see that how Arjuna was able to relate this message to all of us. That's my understanding, Prabhuji. Anybody correct or add anything? So as we read in the previous section, the whole gist of Bhagavad Gita was explained from 8, 9, 10, 11, where the Bhakti Yoga is the process by which one gets out of this entanglement of Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. Because only with Bhakti Yoga we can come out. Of course, other yogas are also possible, but in this Kali Yoga, it is very difficult. That's why the ultimate goal of all this is, of the Krishna consciousness, is to reach the Bhakti Yoga platform, and to achieve this goal, and slowly but progressively, when we are chanting and reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam in the association of devotees, chanting nicely, kirtans like Baswati Mataji and all the other, we are having a nice kirtan festival. In this way, we have to try to keep ourselves involved in Krishna consciousness all the time. Otherwise, in this material world, it is very difficult. Other things will come, like maybe friends calling, that, this. But here also we are doing the friends calling, but for a satsang, but for a kirtan festival. So everything we should around Lord Krishna. So when a person knows the goal of life, but is addicted to the fruits of activities, then at that time it is karma yoga. But when he knows that the goal is Krishna, and takes pleasure in the mental speculation of to understand Krishna, then it is Gnana Yoga, because they acquire a lot of knowledge and they speculate. Even the scientists we see, of course, they have a lot of knowledge and they do a lot of experiments, everything. But then the other scientists come, then he says that no, this is better. So with our limited senses, even though we have Gnana, if we don't use in Krishna consciousness, then it is mental speculation, because our senses are very limited. Even a dog can sniff better than us, right? So that doesn't mean the dog is superior. So in that way, when he knows that the goal of our life is completely Krishna consciousness and devotional service, at that time it is called Bhakti Yoga, or it is also called Buddhi Yoga, which is a complete yoga. Now we have so many types of yoga. I was talking to one of my colleagues. He was telling he went for a goat yoga, where they do all kinds of yoga with a goat and all. But those are all, maybe very little benefit. But the best yoga is, the bhakti yoga, because it will have the highest perfection of our life. That's my understanding, Prabhuji. But anybody would like to add anything? Because with only Krishna consciousness, we'll attain the pure bliss, the pure joy of Krishna. Okay, Prabhuji, I think we have more time. Maybe we can read one more. No other comments. Okay, anybody would like to read 17?
You can try, Prabhuji.
Yeah, please. Thank you, Mataji.
Katham vidyamaham yogis tvam sada parichintayan keshu keshu cha bhaveshu chintyosi bhagavan maya. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Anybody else would like to try?
I can try, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita 10.17. Katham vidyamaham yogim tvam sada parichintayan keshu keshu cha bhaveshu chintyosi bhagavan maya. Back to Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Okay, I'll also read. Katham vidyam aham yogim tvam sada parichintayan keshu keshu cha bhaveshu chintyosi bhagavan maya. Anybody would like to read?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I can read.
Yeah, you want to read the shloka also, Mataji?
Sure. Katham vidyamaham yogim tvam sada parichintayan keshu keshu cha bhaveshu chintyosi bhagavan maya.
Yeah, you can read the
Shall I
synonym.
read the synonyms?
Yeah, and translation.
If you can just zoom out, Prabhuji, a little bit for the synonym. Actually, okay, never mind. I got it. Katham, how? Vidyam, aham, shall I know? Yogin, O supreme mystic. Tvam, you. Sada, always. Parichintayan, thinking of. Keshu, in which. Cha, also. Bhaveshu, natures. Chintyaha asi, you are to be remembered. Bhagavan, O Supreme, Maya, by me. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O Krishna, O Supreme Mystic, how shall I constantly think of you, and how shall I know you? In what various forms are you to be remembered, O Supreme Personality of Godhead? Hare Krishna.
Anybody would like to read the purport?
Can I read purport?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. As it is stated in the previous chapter, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is covered by his Yogamaya. Only the surrendered souls and devotees can see him. Now Arjuna is convinced that his friend Krishna is the Supreme Godhead, but he wants to know the general process by which the all-pervading Lord can be understood by the common man. Common men, including the demons and mm, atheists, cannot know Krishna because he is guarded by his Yogamaya energy. Again, these questions are asked by Arjuna for their benefits. The superior devotee is concerned not only for his own understanding but for the understanding of all mankind. So Arjuna, out of his mercy, because he is a Vaishnava, a devotee, is opening for the common man the understanding of the all pervasiveness of the Supreme Lord. He addresses Krishna specifically as Yogim because Sri Krishna is the master of the Yogamaya energy, by which he is covered and uncovered to the common man. The common man who has no love for Krishna cannot always think of Krishna. Therefore, he has to think materially. Arjuna is considering the mode of thinking of the materialistic persons for this word. The words keshu cha bhaveshu refers to material nature. The word bhava means physical things. Because materialists cannot understand Krishna spiritually, they are advised to concentrate the mind on physical things and try to see how Krishna is manifested by physical representations. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Would you like to add anything, Prabhuji?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it is a real nice verse, and it helps a lot for the people, not the nanny or bhaktis, but somebody who is like under the illusion of Yogamaya. They can't understand Lord Sri Krishna, and to understand him spiritually, it needs like some help is required. And Arjuna, on the behalf of all the people, since like the great devotee always helps the other devotee as well as helps the other common man. So Arjuna is asking Lord Sri Krishna like how I can tell the people, or how I can or you can explain your opulences, means the vibhutis, yeah, to the common man, so that they can understand you in the way, even though it is not the best way, but that is the way only the people who are under Yog Maya can understand. Yeah. So thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, that is my understanding. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Anyone else would like to add anything? Very beautiful points mentioned here.
Yes. So Krishna has internal energy but external energy. So without Krishna is nothing actually in these three worlds. As we are in the material world, it is easy for us to see things materially because we didn't develop the spiritual knowledge and spiritual eyes. And in this material world also everything belongs to Krishna. Krishna's property. That's why after cooking we offer first Krishna. We take everything material, but we're offering to Krishna, and it becomes spiritualized. So Krishna is kind enough to give us the process to develop that spiritual vision, spiritual mood, spiritual eye, as he expanded through his energy in this metal world also. And like at least 8-10 times we drink water. So if you remember that Krishna said that I'm the taste of water. So in this process, in everything, we can see Krishna, and it's easy for us to go back to the Godhead and remember Krishna at the time of the death. And as I saw my grandma, with whom I used to sleep, so every morning he used to wake up, and before putting her feet in the floor, she always bent down from the bed, even that age, to touch the floor and do namaskar and putting in her head. I didn't realize that why she is doing that. Now I know that Krishna is everywhere. As a Paramatma, he came to the every living, every entity of this material world. He's there. So that is actually devotee. That way, from morning to night, if we want, and we want to be really spiritualized, we can remember Krishna even in this material world. And Krishna said that who does that, they become liberated even in this material world. Right? অবস্থাসপি জীবন মুক্ত উচ্চতে ইয়াজস্য হরিদাস কর্মণামস্য গিয়া অখিলেশ্য অবি অবস্থাসু জীবন মুক্ত উচ্চতে. So even in this material world, we can be spiritually elevated. Back to Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Even in this material world also, we can think of Krishna all the time. The few devotees do that. As you wonderfully mentioned, drinking water, we can remember Krishna. If we look at the sun god, we can look at Krishna. Even moon, the light is coming. Even the sun and moon are getting light from Krishna. So we can think of Krishna. Anywhere, whatever we do, whatever we eat, even we sleep, we wake up, as you mentioned, the first thing we have to do is think about Krishna. Thank you so much. Anybody else would like to add anything?
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Prabhuji, I am having a small doubt. Please don't laugh. But since so many days, I am having some doubt. Now this subject is relating to me that Anantas Chasti Naganam Varuno Yada Samaham. In that shloka, Lord Sri Krishna prescribed that I am also Yamadharmaraja.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So why we are not praying Yamadharmaraja? Death is definite, no doubt about it. Jatasya hi dhruvam mrityur dhruvam. Everybody knows it, especially our ISKCON people. Almost the people know. So why we are afraiding the Yamadharmaraja? Number one. Number two, I got a photo in Bangalore when I was living in Bangalore at 2007 and 2010. I got a photo and I kept in my house and I was chanting, praying, God, Yamadharmaraja, I am coming. You give me the strength to, I want to live properly, gently. That was my prayer. Some people came and they have given what are the suggestions? No, you should not pray the Yamadharmaraja. So please give me my clarification, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Wonderful question. Again, with my very limited knowledge. Prabhuji, Yamadharmaraja is also assistant of Lord Krishna. Right? Because, he is a servant. He is doing his service, whatever is assigned to him. But at the same time, Indra, Chandra, Vayu, I mean, like we say in Telugu, right? Mukkoti Devata, I mean, 3
Yes,
crores
Prabhuji.
or 33 million, whatever. So we have so many, every thing we do, even if we blink an eye, there is a demigod who has given us the authority or, option to blink an eye.
Prabhuji.
Lifting a hand, everything is, that's why even, my younger son, every time he sees something, he do dandavats, right? I mean, again, but for us, it is very difficult. That's why we have to water the root of the plant so that the whole plants get nourished. So if we serve Lord Krishna, then we don't need to individually, offer our respects. Of course, we have to offer respect on a particular day, like there is a Shivaratri, we remember Lord Shiva's, and Ganesha, we respect Ganesha. Everything we do, but at the same time, it is very, at least in this Kali Yuga, with our very limited lifetime, not even 100 years, very difficult, right? In other earlier years, like 1,000 years, 100,000 years, and of course, Brahma, billions of a trillion years, right? So it is practically not possible. So if we respect, worship Krishna, everyone is automatically like, if we are respecting the head of the country, so we are respecting the whole country. That's my limited understanding. Anybody would like to add anything? Prabhuji's wonderful question.
Prabhuji nicely explained. Thank you, Prabhuji, for a very nice question. It's a very actually common question, as Prabhuji explaining that in different parts of India, we're worshiping different demigods. And sometimes people worship Krishna as a demigod also. So, but as you know, there's 12 Mahajans who are leading us as a great Vaishnava, who is teaching in the Bhagavatam, they're teaching us how to serve Krishna, how to worship Krishna. One of them is then Jamaraja. There's a nice verse, Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Kumaro, Kopilo Monu, Prahlad, Janaka Bhishmo, Bolir, Bhayasuki Bhayam. This Bhayam is the Jamaraj, about the 12 Mahajans. So they all telling all the time, if you read, study the Bhagavatam, how to serve Krishna, how they are kind to the Krishna. So they already serving Krishna, and they are Mahajan. That means we should follow them. So with following them, we should worship Krishna only. Otherwise, Jamaraja will not be happy. So to please Jamaraja, we have to worship Krishna only. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Anybody would like to add anything? A wonderful topic Prabhuji brought up. Okay. Okay, anybody would like to add anything about this shloka? Or so as Prabhuji wonderfully mentioned, by hearing Krishna's opulence, one will always remember Lord Krishna, think of him. We should treat like even our children are Krishna's children. We are only caretakers. Of course, even our wife, mother, father, these are all temporary attachments. But our attachment should be only towards Lord Krishna. Of course, we are the parents, so we have to take care of them, try to give them nice Krishna consciousness so that they can grow better than us in Krishna consciousness. So that's why in this verse Arjuna is asking, how shall I constantly think of you? How will I actually know you? And in what various forms I can remember you? Of course, Arjuna knows everything, but he's still asking. That's why the important word is yogin. Shri Krishna is the master of all the yogis, yogamaya energy, by which he coveted to the common man. Otherwise, who can understand Krishna? Nobody can understand. Only a devotee can understand. And the importance of the Keshu Chabhaveshu. Here we can see that Keshu Chabhaveshu, in which Bhaveshu is the natures. In what various forms you will be remembered. So refers to how to see Krishna manifested, and nature of Arjuna as a Vaishnava. Asking these questions to a bona fide guru, and we have to get answers. We should not ask in a demanding form. So we have to respect our gurus, and we should not ask mundane questions, materialistic questions to our guru. Try to ask bona fide questions to improve our Krishna consciousness. So we saw that in this whole gist here, Arjuna is accepting Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Supreme Position. And that's why he said Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and you are the ultimate abode. You're the purest, you're the absolute truth. Because when we are asking some questions, first we have to glorify them and then ask. And he said that everybody, like Asita, Devala, Narada, everybody confirmed that you're the Lord of all the Lords. No one can know you, only a pure devotee can know. Because the devotee can understand Krishna because he has faith. Only with faith we can understand Krishna. That's my understanding. Anybody would like to add anything?
Prabhuji, I have a question. It's not related to this sloka, but why do we need to pray only Krishna? Why not Ganesha? Why not other lords? Why is Krishna is given an high priority to pray? And we have so many god lords. So why do we need to pray only Krishna? That's my question, Prabhuji. Can anybody answer my question?
Yeah, Mataji, with my limited understanding, we can see that even in Brahma Samhita, like he is the, cause of all causes. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam, right? He's the cause of all causes. And we discussed, like, there is a country, India, right? 1.4 billion people. But it is very difficult for us to satisfy everybody. But if we go and, talk to, the prime minister or the president, whatever it might be, of that country, and satisfy him, then everybody in that country, of course, I'm not talking about materials, like everybody will be satisfied. So in the same way we just discussed, if we water the plant, root of the plant, every stem, every leaf will get nourished. If we eat and our stomach is nourished, every limb of our body gets nourished. So, of course, we have this hierarchy, right? From Lord Krishna, of course, Krishna, Jiva Tattva, and Krishna Tattva, and Vishnu Tattva, and Jiva Tattva. So, all the Krishna's expansions are not different from Krishna. And all of these demigods are actually part and parcel of Krishna. Because, our body is made up of like hands, legs, everything, right? So, in the same way, all these, even a government has, like, a prime minister. Under prime minister there are like ministers, and then we have, senators, House of Representatives, everybody. They're like, then in small mayors, and then even in the community we have community leaders. So everybody has to be respected. But at the same time, for us it is very difficult to, individually go and pay our obeisances to each and every living entity, right? Because even a, ant has Lord Krishna, right, super soul. He is there everywhere, but it is difficult for us. But if we go to the source and respect, then everybody is automatically respected. Anybody would like to add anything? Please.
Uji, can you go back to the 15th sloka? 15 we just read yesterday.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Mataji, Hani Mataji, please look at the sloka.
Yes, Prabhuji.
The definition of Krishna's, that means his Krishna's qualities. Purush Uttamo, or greatest of all persons. So greatest of all, even the demigods. Bhuta Bhavana, origin of everything. Even Durga, Ganesh, Kali, everything, origin of everything. Bhuto Isha, all lord of everything. Deva Devo, O lord of all demigods.
All them. Okay.
Jagatpate, O Lord of entire universe, even this universe, spiritual universe, everything He is. We just read this Bhagavata Mataji. Not only Gita, not only that. Prabhuji, 8 slogan, number 8. 10.8. Mataji, look at this translation. I am the source of all spiritual material worlds. Krishna is a source. Krishna is a source of everything. All the demigods, Durga, Ganesh, He is a source. Everything emanates from me. Each and everything in this material world, spiritual world, everything is from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So who we are here, we are wise people, Mataji. If we are dumb, then we'll go to the different places. But wise people, if you want to be wise, will worship only Krishna. This is the only, I give you the little bit spark. Millions of verses we can talk. Prabhuji already told the Brahma Samhita. We're discussing. Arjuna said, Lord Shiva said, everybody said that Krishna is the supreme.
Okay.
Mother Parvati asks Lord Shiva in Padma Puran, who should I worship? What the mother, Lord Shiva said, Aradhanam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhana Param. Vishnu, who is a Vishnu? Is a Krishna's expansion.
Okay.
Thousands of verses, Mataji, thousands of verses.
Okay.
Krishna consciousness is a science. This is not International Center for Krishna. It is International Center for Krishna consciousness. Unfortunately, we are unconscious. That's why we go in different places. We worship, we don't know who would we worship. We are blind. So who have consciousness, they don't go any other places. Once you worship Krishna, Lord Shiva happy, Mother Durga is happy, Mother Kali is happy, Lord Shiva is happy, because they're also worshiping the Lord.
Okay. Got it. Hare Krishna. Nicely explained. I got it, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you so much, Subal Prabhuji and Baldev Prabhuji. Thank you.
Very, very nice, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. There is no words to describe about your explanation, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Would like to add anything? Prabhuji or...
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I just would like to add a small
please, Mataji.
what Prabhuji said about just to extend that one that Prabhuji, Mataji and Prabhuji, that we are here try to become a devotee of Lord Krishna with our previous lives good karma. So that's why Krishna gave us that sanction us to worship him, to know him, and try to become his devotees. And who are not able to understand that and worshipping, may not be worshipping anyone or worshipping other gods, that's also their karma, because they need to get that fortune, that good karma, to get the opportunity to worship Krishna in this life. So that is also is very important. And whoever not getting that opportunity or not that chance, because that is they are not bad karma, but their realization is different in this life. So that's why we are fortunate, so that we are getting the association of Srila Prabhupada and coming under his umbrella and coming to ISKCON or Gauriya Madhava Sampradaya to worship Krishna in this life is a great fortune for us. And it happens from our previous life. It's not doesn't happen just only in one life. It's called follow Shruti, Prabhuji. That's my understanding. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Please explain. Anybody else like to add anything? Yeah.
Yeah, one thing. It's absolutely what you're saying is Krishna is the supreme. We should always know that. But there are some prominent demigods, and people are used to doing pujas and so on throughout the year. And when there's a Ganesh puja or a Lakshmi puja or a Durga puja, so few of them you can do that. But you should keep in mind that all these demigods, the Deva is Krishna. So we should have that in mind. So some of these rituals we are used to it because we were shown this from a young age doing Ganesh puja. That's very common in the southern India anyway, as far as I know. And so when those times come, we should nothing wrong in doing that, as long as we keep in focus that really they're all part and parcel of Krishna. That's all.
Thank you, Prabhuji. And another thing is that Mataji, that we don't hear the mantra when we do the worship of the demigods. Before any worship of demigod, first part is only gone by Vishnu, 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 Om Vishnu, Om Vishnu, Om Vishnu. Even when we chant like Brahman, who start worshipping, he purifies himself. The sloka is Om Pavitra Pavitra Ba. Om Pavitra Pavitra Ba. What is the sloka?
Pavitroba sarvavastan gatopiba dantaran sarva papa Pranamam Sarva Papam Abhantara Shuchi Om Vishnu Om Vishnu
Vishnu, Om Vishnu. So, Antariksha, that means Vishnu, Om Vishnu, Om Vishnu. Even starting before puja, you have to recite this sloka. And then you have to complete the whole Vishnu puja, then you go to the Saraswati puja, Lakshmi puja, Kashmir puja. But unfortunately, we go for the puja, but we chat. And the Brahman who is coming and doing the worshipping, he probably mumbling. He's not even clearly pronouncing. So we don't hear the mantra even. Any puja you want to do, you have to do the Vishnu puja first.
But Prabhuji, lot of South Indian people, they pray for Lord Ganesha, going to new houses.
Mataji, you can do whatever you like, but
Okay.
you can treat even like there is a call quack doctor. They treat, right? A lot of people go to the quack doctor. Will you go to the quack doctor? Because they are going to the quack doctor.
Mm-hmm.
But you want MD licensed, how many experience? So
Yeah.
what other people doing is not the question. What
Okay.
ought to be done, that is the
Okay.
question. What other doing, not a question. Right? You are becoming surgeon. A lot of people go to the quack surgeon.
Mm-hmm.
So should I tell that, okay, you should go to the quack surgeon or you should go to the Dr. Harini, Mataji? So what will have to be done? There should be no question asked about that.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for explaining.
Generally, Mataji, anyone going to demigods have to go to the demigods with certain desire. Like,
Okay.
if you want, generally, if you want to have a good husband, they worship Lord Shiva, or good wife, Lord, Durga Devi, something like that. But if you go to Lord Krishna, it is for pure bhakti,
Okay.
because the demigods are in charge of one part. Because as we said, right, there is a mayor, there is so many, people. They're all in charge of small, cities, small state, one state, or like that.
Mm-hmm.
Our aim is to reach the Lord's abode and do the service over there.
Okay.
So, in the Vedic literature, there are recommendations, of worshipping different gods for different purposes. Like if you are deceased, right, they worship the sun god,
Yes.
So like that we do. But a pure devotee, knowing that Lord Krishna is the supreme master,
Mm-hmm.
and so he knows. Of course, we have to respect, but therefore, a pure devotee never goes to small demigods for these small desires. His only desire is service of Krishna. Wherever he is always in that mode. Of course, as we don't know. Even I was like that. Prabhupada says that less intelligent people do that because, even when I was small, I remember whenever we had some difficulties, we had some losses in business and all, those they would used to come, okay, do this puja, that puja, give me 20,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees for this puja, that puja. Right? We all paid that money,
Okay.
but now we understand the main aspect.
Okay.
It is difficult to, there are so many, these are all shastras, right? Vastu Shastra, Ayurveda Shastra, everything is there, but it is very difficult for us to learn everything. But if we can understand Krishna, everything is automatic.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's my
Thank you so much.
So Prabhuji is very explained very nicely the point, and also Ganesha Mataji, definitely you can show respect to Lord Ganesha. He is a very scholarly, and as you know that under the instruction of Vyasdev, he wrote the Mahabharata. So he is the actually Lord Ganesha is the follower of Lord Krishna, and Lord Vyasdev is also another incarnation of Lord Krishna. So he wrote Mahabharata, Lord Ganesha. So when we worship Ganesha, when we pray Ganesha, Ganesha, Ganeshi, please give us the bhakti for Lord Krishna, so that we can become a devotee of Lord Krishna. So that should be our mood, Mataji. And
Yeah.
They like keep this house, like Krishna's house, and you stay here. That way we always worship our goddesses, and they,
Mhm.
about giving Krishna's bhakti. So we should respect all the demigods.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for explaining. It's
And
well
worshiping.
explained.
Wonderful question, Mataji, actually,
Yeah.
very, intelligent questions.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
always thinking about this. So I need to find out these answers. So when I'm daily attending these classes, and I wanted to ask this question very seriously. Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you so much, Subal Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Baldev Prabhuji. Thank you.
just I want to mention one thing. Whenever I go to the Hindu temple, many times, uh, outside in the parking lot, the priest comes out and people bring a new car and they do a puja there. To whom are they praying and for what? Anyway, just a rhetorical question.
Prabhuji, I think that's a Vishnu temple, Hindu temple. So Vishnu is there. So Lord Vishnu is there, Narayan is there. So maybe they are praying to Narayan.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
really, you're praying for. I don't understand what you're praying for, so that you're safe in the car, or
Yeah, safety, I think. Safety.
okay,
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, when we pray to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, everything is automatically taken care of, Prabhuji.
Right.
Within and outside the car even.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very wonderful discussion today. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, we can
Hare
pause.
Krishna.
वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि भक्त वैष्णव की जय, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, श्री भगवद गीता स्टडी की जय, ऑल डिवोटीज की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Dandavat pranam.
Krishna Dandavad
Prabhuji.
Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Subal Prabhuji ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Ki Jai, Hare Krishna.